Hello, guys. Hi, this is Obi, and our module for today is document revisions. Okay, so what we're going to be doing here is kind of just looking at how the convention for um, you know revising or creating document revisions. Now, document revisions can be done in one of three ways. Um, and I mean how they are actually labeled. As we can see here, we have P01 or P02. Now, forget about what P represents. Um, what I'm really interested in is the um, what I'm really interested in is hi guys. What I'm really interested in here is the way they are they are actually labeled. And here we can see alphabets and we can see numbers. Now, this is just one of the three ways um, they actually detailed, which is the alphanumeric way of labeling revisions um, within documents. So we have the first way is either numbers, and so this document could have also been called 01 or 02. You also have alphabets. It could be labeled just A, B, C, and Z, or they could be alphanumeric as we have here. So these are one of the three ways you can actually label documents. However, what this P, A, B, C, Z, which is, as I should state, is subject to the company or project, um, represents, as we can see on this project, this Crossrail project, is as is labeled here in the description. It says any documents that are within the preliminary feasibility proposal or option stages of the project would be labeled P01, P02, etc. Okay. Now, you got to understand that these different descriptions come from what we call the document life cycle. So it always depends, or it's a reflection of where in the cycle the project is. Sometimes you have, as as you may have, you know, heard whilst we had the previous modules explaining the life cycle of a project, or where documents are created from, or who initiates the startup process, which of course is the client. We understand that the whole life cycle of the project, we have different documents that are created at different stages of that life cycle. So um, understanding that whole life cycle, which um, I would just throw in very quickly, we have um, and this is me um, describing it within the Reba stage cycle. Um, it's The first one we have is preparations and brief. The second one we have is concept design. The third one we have is develop design. Fourth phase is technical design. Fifth phase is construction. Sixth phase is handover and closeout. And seven is in use, which is when the asset or the project or the building that has been built is actually being used. Okay, so that's just a quick throw in for people that actually don't understand what the project life cycle is. Also note that this Reba stage is, you know, um, there's some other countries that actually have this project life cycle labeled differently or defined differently within the different stages. They are not too different, but then the nuances and the languages used are different, but it kind of mirrors the same kind of process, you know. Um, so, having understood that, all these descriptions reflect the different stages. And so if you have documents that are within the preliminary stage of feasibility or proposal stages, they will be revised as P01, P02. Now, revisions to documents are very important because and every contractual document must be revised. I just want to state that because what happens is a revision tells us that, just like we had in the previous model, we explained the document numbering convention and how to create these document numbers. The document has a unique number. However, whenever it goes and it changes hands from the client with comments back to the subcontractor or contractor, what happens is once those comments have been incorporated from the client, we actually have um, the documents changed as per the client's requirements. And then once we've incorporated those comments into the document, we now create we now up rev. That's the language we use. You up rev it, or you yeah, up revving it is what you give it a new revision, basically, to indicate that this is a new version of the old document, because a change has been added or made or taken out, but a change has been made to the document. And so we're going to send the document back to the client so that they can see what these changes are as per their requirements or their comments. But then it has a new identity now, which is the new revised information or content in there. And the only way we can tell that it's been revised without reading the content in there would be the revision number changing or increasing in the description, the number. In this case, in the alphanumeric number, so that's P01 to P02, shows that the document has changed. We still have P01 in the system, but it's been superseded by P02. That's the whole idea. So, having understood that whole cycle and process, um, as per this project, what happened was any document that was under the preliminary feasibility and proposal or option stage or phase of the project cycle, it was given P01, P02, etc. Any document that was under the outline design or Form A, which we call detailed design, um, um, or developed design rather, was under A01 and A02. Now, any document that was under the detailed design or Form B was given B01 or B02. Now, once we went into construction and installation, all documents or drawings that related to construction and installation were given C01 and C02, etc., increasing from there. And once we had finished the project, every document that would represent the as builts, and we have a different module for as built, so you guys could understand what as built documents are, like O&M manuals, etc. Once we were done with that, all documents under the as built were labeled Z01 or Z02. Now remember, this is subject to the company or the project, or rather, subject to the client. Not all projects follow this convention. It's all, at the call of the client. And if they so choose to follow this, good. They may have their own convention, but you have a general idea of why these documents are labeled this way. And it's almost, it's not a constant, but it's kind of like it's kind of like a general custom within information management to label documents to mirror this description. So it's not too far fetched, even if you have a company that doesn't use this exactly, but it will always be close. Okay, so guys, that's a short lesson um, on document number revisions. I hope this actually comes in very helpful to you. All right. Cheers. Thank you for listening. Bye bye.